In the next 13 minutes, I'm going to talk about a subject that's of importance to me and I think to our profession. But in order to tell the future, we have to read the past. Humans had only two achievements in history that made us dominate the world, which is human intelligence and the art of being adaptable. And we've used our intelligence to develop tools that enabled us to dominate Earth. And the more sophisticated the tools, the more sophisticated our civilizations became. And it was up till the 50s when we started having the earliest stages of computers, which was initially just glorified calculators. And maybe from the year 2000, we started to have enabling computers that would have a mind of themselves. We have computers now that can do 1 quintillion, it's 118 zeros operations per second. And that led to machine learning, which is the algorithms that will enable the computers to have a mind of themselves. There are three main forms of machine learning, which I'm going to go through quickly. 99% of what we use nowadays is supervised learning, which is the ability of the computer to undertake complex procedures by our data sets. It's like this example. You give a computer 3 coins, one is 3 grams, one is 7 grams, and one is 4 grams. And then that's why we call it labeled learning, because the computer now will have the information that a weight, which is the feature, is equal to a currency. So in the future, when you give a computer a 3-gram coin, the computer will recognize it as a rupee. And that's what computers can achieve now. In unsupervised learning, or main form of learning there is called clustering. We want the computer to think by themselves. So we give the computer data and more data, and the computer will look for ways of clustering this information together, which we're still early in that stage. So we can use these enormous powers to make robots play football and watch them. It's very fun to watch it. Or we ask 500 clinicians, what do they think? And the majority thought that in order for us to achieve personalized, bespoke treatments, the future is all about machine learning, and that can give us augmented abilities to offer our patients what we think can be a bespoke treatment for their problems. One way of doing so is simulation. We know that in order to achieve improved outcomes, we have to have experience, and it's directly related to the experience of the surgeon. But actually, in order for surgeons to achieve experience, they have to do more. We can utilize simulation for surgeons to do so. Another way, which I think is crucial, is utilizing all the amount of information we have, study them, read them to achieve and to improve and predict the future. By looking at different time points for different patients, we're grateful for Ethicus, who funded this platform that we are developing now for prediction of progression of arthritis. So we use thousands of data we had before, and we're producing a platform, as you can see, that can predict which patients are going to do well or not. Even an orthopedic surgeon in this model, which we've developed, can actually look at a retinal image like what you can see based on thousands of information we have, and we can be 99% accurate in predicting that. We are surgeons as well. We can utilize AI in different aspects of what we do. One important aspect is planning. So let's take it step by step. I here can look at different platforms, which we've been using for many years, adjust the placements, where I'm going to do it, and achieve the best outcome for my patient. Not only that, I can take that to theaters and have a virtual reality next to me while doing a shoulder or an elbow arthroscopy and look at the patient planning, and that can aid in what I do. If I spend all my life reading 24/7, I can achieve 8 billion words. If the current machine learning that can do quintillion procedures at a second can acquire 8 trillion words in 27 days. And then you can use it, like here, as a surgical bot while you're performing surgery in Googling the internet, because you have Einstein by your side in theaters who can help you with that. And this is a video by Dr. Capote, which can be a game changer. I can ask my consultant colleague, or I can ask the whole internet about what to do. This can actually now takes us to the next stage, which is how can we register the planning to the procedure I am doing. And that is what we call augmented or mixed reality. On the left side, where I'm doing a shoulder replacement, I register the planning of the patient in what I'm planning to do. And then you aim to achieve what you've planned in the procedure you're doing now. Because based on my planning, I know this is a better outcome. It's like hanging a heavy mirror on a wall. You can see all the cables and the tubes in the wall while doing the procedure. You can see where is your screws going to be on things on the back of your bone, and that can enable you to do better outcomes. What about robots? Not all robots are the same. You can look here and you can see there are zero autonomy robots which acts as a pair of scissors while you're doing a surgical procedure. And there are robots which have more autonomy, where the surgeon will position what they have and what they do and what to do, and the robot will undertake this procedure in the right specific way you're doing. And definitely the top robots is the ones which we can use where we can have a planning, but the surgeon still has to agree on the planning, and the robot can do the surgical procedure for you. It can do it 4 times quicker. It can do it hypothetically with more accuracy. There are a lot of work that being undertaken now in order to improve and increase the autonomy of robots while doing surgeries. Another important aspect will be the rehabilitation aspect. Now, we can use wearable devices, sensors, orthotics, exoskeletons in achieving a lot of benefits for our patients. We can utilize all different equipment to record and take information from patients 24/7, which can be enormous. This can give you information what's going on wrong and how to make it better for those patients. Another game changer is the symbiotic robotic prosthesis, which will enable amputees and patients to achieve a degree of autonomy that wasn't even possible 10, 20 years ago. As you can see, orthotics can undertake different procedures. There are a lot of uses for AI and machine learning and deep learning in day-to-day practice for surgeons. Now, what about social media? Social media cannot be ignored, and I was asked to add that bit to my talk. Almost half of the world use social media, and possibly 99% of clinicians and surgeons are using it. There is a new social media user every second. You can see 70% of the population is using social media now, and that is not limited to any country or region. It's everywhere at all time points, and the use is increasing exponentially. There are key players in the social media world, and you can see a lot of users at different platforms, which will include your patients and your colleagues. This paper has highlighted that if you promote your paper on social media, there is a 70% chance of more citations after 5 years, and we've utilized it ourselves. If you're not interested in writing papers yourself, actually you can follow key persons of influence or find like-minded surgeons and clinicians on the other side of the world. This is my Twitter account. This is a paper that we wanted to undertake on patients' perceptions after COVID. I use different social media platforms in promoting webinars like this and promoting different aspects of what I do as a clinician and possibly also increase awareness. So in this paper, we were promoting a collaborative initiative that we have done, which is global, which we did after COVID and made a lot of clinicians and register to this, and this can lead ultimately to a publication in PMJ or in major journals based only on social media. It's all about the right message to the right people in the right place. It's a balance between what you want and what they want, and in order to achieve successful use. There are different social media platforms. You can be the Kim Kardashian of orthopedics, or you can actually make great utilization of a very good platform to promote yourself. It's not about the number of followers, it's all about the impact. Because if you're doing a study and you share it to 100 orthopedic surgeons, that's more than enough than what you do. Different platforms can be used in a different way. You can use it for polls, threads, infographics, and chats. It's crucial to remain professional when you're using this. It's crucial to use evidence-based information like Facebook, because and also crucial as well to utilize different platforms in a way that your patients or your colleagues can use or show off. You know, when you publish a paper in the Lancet, it's good to show off sometimes. But it is crucial in order to increase awareness, because there is a lot of nonsense information on there. So define your outcome, define your audience, make sure you have an added value to what you do, and actually it can promote your career as a clinician, as an academic, as a junior, as a young doctor. LinkedIn is another important tool that you can use to share your thoughts, share what you believe in, to link and network with like-minded professionals when you undertake different aspects. And more importantly, I'll give you an example where we used LinkedIn to promote our new classification systems that we did for shoulder instability. I published it on my LinkedIn profile on the 1st of September. On the 6th of September, my fellow was there, and already one of the people surgeons I'm connected with has promoted that classification system just 3 days down the line. So it's a great tool that you have in your hands. Possibly that paper and that classification will be seen a year down the line, but we managed to promote it at that stage. Thank you.